Shalom, 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 shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. All right, so Benai, can you hear me?
Khan.
And some we're doing this Shabbat service right ahead because there was some things I couldn't see last night that was in the room. I don't monitor the chat room. Basically, this is why I have moderators so that they could. I told the moderators, but some of these simple ass people don't want to come on the call. I'm just need to eliminate a lot of people. I told the moderators to actually monitor what's in the room and tell me when people type questions in the room. So I don't see a lot of that because I don't monitor the room.
I told the moderators.
It's the point of having moderators, right? To tell me what's in the room. So today I found out that certain people like Shay was putting in the room. Joe Moore had a question as if Joe Moore is not a grown man that he can't speak for him damn himself about the lighting of the two candles. Right? Scoffers. I could tell when someone's coming in the wrong spirit, right? They're scoffers. Right? Then you come on, you pull that little well, I don't know what the hell that was. When you try to let him in the room last night. We think he's coming, in the spirit of repentance, but some damn game trial, whatever that sound was. I mean, that was the wrong spirit. That spirit's off as hell. And the other thing is I know someone, I could see the Most High gave me that ability of like discernment to be able to save someone's spirit, to see through someone's spirit, to see through all of the buffoonery and effery and all of that. Now you can like that, understand it, believe it or not, but it's true. I can see through their spirit when someone's off and they coming in an off spirit and coming with a spirit of envy. And I'm seeing that from a lot of you dudes, man. You're coming from a spirit of envy. Some of you ask questions thinking that you're going to be able to trap me up. But what you don't really believe is a Kahan gave this to me. And this is not no overnight thing for me, man. I've been doing this since the 90s. You understand? So I've been studying these precepts. Unlike you, many of you, you fake these precepts. You're not really living this. And so a lot of you coming in the wrong damn spirit, man. You coming with a spirit of jealousy and envy. And that spirit is off as hell. So I'm going to touch on what, the person talked to me about. Someone said, well, where's the scriptures for the two candles? And what was that other thing about exercising on the Shabbat? I brought that out, man. If you listen to what we was talking about last night, Stefan asked the question, can we exercise? Because he related that to work. See, the Negro got a weird ass mind. He'll take exercising and everything and relate that to work. The Most High said we stay within our quarters and so on and so forth. And he's specific what type of labor that he's telling us not to do. No servile labor. But at some point, your damn common sense should come in. Servile labor is working for someone else. Hey, but now, can you get that precept? Where I said no servile labor? So he's telling you what kind of work you're not supposed to do. Right? You're not doing any servile labor, any kind of labor. You prepare everything. You make pepper, but you still got to go and pick things up. As long as you're in your quarters and all of that, then you're good. When you exercise, and you're supposed to be exercising for the Most High anyways. You're supposed to be getting your body right for the Most High, but you want to do it for Eve. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. So, and the Most High was very specific. The other thing about kindling a fire, I thought I cleared that up last night, but let me do it again, because obviously they're not getting it. Kindle a fire doesn't mean you can't have no damn fire in your house, Dodo. That's not what that means. Because in ancient time, we didn't have no damn furnace. We didn't have no furnace. We didn't have no central air, a furnace, or anything like that, a heater. So they had a fire. So you're going to tell me in the winter they didn't kindle a fire? The scriptures are very precise. I went over that last night. It says do not kindle a fire, meaning to bake or to seethe, which means to boil. So it's telling you the fire is not used for cooking. but it doesn't mean you can't use it to keep yourself warm, you dodo. You coming in the wrong damn spirit, man. Negroes get me sick to my damn stomach, man. You're a new jack. You're new to this. Half of you when you came into this, you was Christians, man. Half of you learned this from me. You better go and read the 48 laws of power, man. Law number 1. Never trying to outshine the leader, man. Take heed to that. The Most High put me here for a reason, man. If you don't like it, you stay the hell away from me. That's it. Because you coming with that damn spirit of Judas. You ain't gonna come on the damn corn.
Salaki, is that my connection?
No, he froze up a little bit. I've been having issues with my internet as well. I was jumping in and out. Just at the beginning of the call, it jumped off and jumped on in last night. I got to get that fiber wire installed. He came and knocked on the door the other day as well too.
Yeah.
Because this Xfinity is starting to like move a little slow. I done fell out. He'll be back in a second. Yeah. It's true. Got to come in the right spirit, man. Always come in the right spirit, man. There's one thing, is discernment on this side, man.
Yeah, I want to ask the brothers for forgiveness. Last night I fell asleep. I came in late.
So I had to connect to a different internet. I had to connect to a stronger internet connection. So, let me tell you this, man. We're not obliged to teach these Edomites nothing, especially if you come in at a wrong spirit. So, listen, man, I know what it is. A lot of these people trying to ask certain questions because they think they could trap me up. Man, you can't trap me up, man. The Most High gave this to me. You know what I mean? Just like the whole SPC process. The Most High put the spirit on me to learn this, man. I'm not obliged to answer nothing for no Edomites. But the moderators in the room, what I told the moderators, if you're moderating, you read the questions, because I'm not paying attention to the board. I'm in this, so you read the question that people are asking in the room, then I can entertain the questions. So these questions I didn't see last night. Otherwise, I would have adjusted then, man. I would have adjusted then. And Salakia, but now you were saying something? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I want to ask the brothers for forgiveness. Last night I fell asleep, came in late, but I know for a fact that you definitely answered all these questions because we've gone over Shabbat before, and we've gone over staying in your quarters. We've gone over not kindling a fire for cooking specifically. I don't know why anybody asked that unless they knew. So it's a lot of precepts we've gone over before. I don't understand why folks aren't really understanding.
Yeah, at some points, common sense got to come in, right? They asking, I guess, trick questions. Yeah, what the Bible say? To light 2 candles. But let me help you out with that, Bar Brain. In Israel and Jerusalem, we didn't have lights like we had now. We didn't have that. You understand what I'm saying? So the tradition, it's not in the scriptures, but when you look at Israelite traditions, they lit candles on the Shabbat. Otherwise, it would have been eaten in the damn dark, you dodos. So they lit candles. And some families lit, listen, our lamp, it wasn't a light like you see in the room behind me. It was the menorah, the 7 candlestick. So that's what we used for a light. And so traditionally, if you look at tradition, what Israelite families would do, some families will light 2 candles. One for to keep it holy, and one for remembering the Shabbat. That's what the 2 candles come from. It's not in the scriptures, but when you look at tradition, when you read the writings of Josephus and the prophets, it mentions the 2 candles, but some families lit the whole menorah. But the Most High haven't given this to you, man. So it's written for, let's get Deborahim 5 and 12. This is why some candles some people lit it. And let's get Shemot 20 and 8. This is why the candles was lit. This is why some people just lit too. But otherwise, we would have been sitting, eating our dinners in the dark. Use some damn common sense, man.
Come. The book of Devarim, Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 12. Keep the Shabbat day to sanctify it.
Yeah, stop. So we would light the menorah as a memorial and remembrance, and to keep it set apart. So we light a candle for him, just like we do on Hanukkah. Well, we were lighting the menorah on Hanukkah to keep it holy, make it special. So this is why we lighting the candles on the Shabbat. It's a special day. It's the Most High's day. Go ahead, read, King.
As Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim, hath commanded thee. 6 days, shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But in the 7th day is the Shabbat unto Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thine ox, nor thine ass, nor any of thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou.
Come on. So there's nothing in there where it says I can't get down and do a push-up. I can't do sit-ups or anything like that. Use a little common sense. If I'm in my gate, we're in the scriptures, we studying. Matter of fact, man, at One West, a lot of the trooper programs is on the Shabbat, where you would train, go and work out. The scriptures tells you not to add to the words, man, and don't take away from it. You know what I mean? But at some point, common sense should come in. So I want you to think about this, Stefan, because the new people will get confused by scoffers like this that put that spirit out there, right? Ancient Israel. It's dark. The Shabbat comes in that sunset. We're walking on a complete damn darkness, man. And the house can't see a damn thing. Everybody bumping into everybody. Can't even see how to eat your food. They use a candle. Some people lit the entire menorah. Some people just lit 2. And that 2, they was lighting it in reference to where he just read in Shemot. Exodus 20, verse 8. Let's get that one.
It's the book of Shemot, Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Shabbat day to keep it Kadash.
So that the candle was representing to keep it holy, just like we light the candles on the menorah on Hanukkah in memorial of the Maccabees, of the Maccabee revolt. The candles were symbolizing it to be Kadash, to be a holy thing. So that's why some people lit again. You don't have to light 2 candles, and it was traditionally only lit really at the beginning of the Shabbat. Oh, you need a light in your house, man. You can light the whole menorah if you want. Go ahead, King.
Verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Shabbat of the supreme Elohim Yahuwah. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor the stranger that is within thy gates.
So no one within your gates could work. You understand? So Jadir, he asked a good question. The is always coming with some good questions. Like, what if someone over there and they want to go to the store to buy something? They can't come back. They in your gates. You can't come back to my house. You go into the store and go shopping, and you're gonna bring that into my house because you bought it on the Shabbat. You understand? We can't tell the non-believer what to do. We could reprove him and say, listen, you ain't supposed to be doing that on the Shabbat. Here it is right here, brother. And you go and do it anyway. That's on him. But that's enforcing what Ezekiel did. You know what I mean? He's warning the people so their blood won't be on your hands. But we can't make them, we can't tell them what to do as far as making them do that. Now, with Joe Moore standing in the room, the middle candle for the Shabbat, I don't, that's not anywhere, that's not scriptural nowhere, right? So what the middle candle was used for is doing Hanukkah. you light the middle candle first. This is and the menorah, this Jewish stuff. See what's confusing a lot of you? You're following Jewish tradition. You're not following the Lord's statutes, commandments, and the custom of our people. You're following Judaism. We don't follow that. We don't have no 9-pronged menorah. We have a 7. So someone get the book of Revelation 1:13. We have a 7-pronged menorah. This new thing, the Amalekites made that up. That has nothing to do with us at all.
Con, I got the precept up.
All right, bring it up.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
How many candlesticks?
7 candlesticks.
You said it. You sure it didn't say 9, Kadar?
7 candlesticks.
There it is right there, man. That's our menorah. And in any ancient Israelite artifacts, you will only see that 7-pronged menorah. This new thing is something that Amalekites made up. It has nothing to do with our tradition and history. Nothing whatsoever. And so what will happen is that middle candle that Joe Moore is talking about will be lit on the first day. And then you will use that middle candle every day of Hanukkah to light a different candle each day. That's how it's properly carried out, man. How the Negro gonna teach me, man? Last year, he didn't even have a damn shofar menorah, and you're supposed to be a leader, man. Don't get me talking, man. That's a bad example right there, man. You don't even got a menorah. How's your home keeping it properly? You don't even got a menorah, so that means you're not burning the candles, so you're not keeping Hanukkah, because we're ordered to do that, man. We're ordered to do that. That's how you properly keep it, man. These people are scoffing, man. Get Psalms 35:11.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 35, verse 11. False witnesses did rise up.
Yeah, these false witnesses is walking up. They rising up. They trying to allude like I'm saying something that's not in the scriptures. So they go to good brother David. He's saying false witnesses did rise up. That's what they do. The scoffers come. False witnesses did rise up. Read on.
They laid to my charge things that I knew not.
Yeah, like I'm telling them something that's not in the scriptures. I didn't tell you that. Like the good brother Benaiah said, we've been over it plenty of times. So they land things to me that I didn't say. That's a false witness right there, man. That's a scoffer. You understand?
Yeah, I remember you bringing up the 2 candlesticks, and I remember you even saying like it's not specifically said in scriptures, to lit 2 candlesticks. But if you actually go and study, history, that's a common practice within Yahshua Allah to light those 2 candlesticks at night. I didn't even know that it was in the book of Josephus, so I'm gonna have to go and check into that as well. But it makes sense. I mean, it's literally dark. Like
that's what it's like.
We need to see.
You gotta think. That's what you gotta think. No electricity, wasn't no FPNL, no Georgia Power, like wasn't none of that going on. You gotta be able to see. You gotta be able to read the scriptures. Children of Israel made to dwell in tents and booths.
You gotta be learned in this. You can't just try to surpass somebody. But I definitely encountered that spirit as well. Somebody who just asked a question just to try to trap you up, question after question. It's not like they really want to seek, a true answer and seek completeness. They just want to continually ask questions.
And I can peep that spirit. I can peep that spirit. I know when they coming in that spirit. It shows.
A lot of wicked worldly people do that just to try to really just trap you up.
And a lot of times you could tell from the structure of the question as well.
Let's get Exodus, because the Most High gives a death penalty for people that work on the Shabbat, man. That's how serious he is. Exodus 35:2. The Most High requires the death penalty. I told you last night, he said to put him to death, man.
Con.
Exodus 35, verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, a Shabbat of rest to the Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
See that? See that? Now, that's how serious this thing is, man. And a lot of you still work on the Shabbat, man. I'm not talking about people that just came into this. They just learning it. That's why mercy comes in that, right? But once you learn this, man, you're supposed to try and work around that. Now, some of you in this setup, the only way that you could actually survive is to work on the Shabbat. Some of these other clients, they're not going to want you to come over other than the Shabbat. So mercy comes in right there. But if you could change it, you're supposed to change it. That's where the mercy of Yahusha comes in. Because the difference between the Torah and the so-called New Testament is mercy. That's the only difference. It's mercy. When you look at the Torah, if a man was into that alternative lifestyle, he was put to death instantly on the spot. If a woman committed adultery under the old law, she was put to death instantly on the spot, stoned to death. But when Yahusha came in, mercy came in. He said, let he that is without sin cast the first stone. She was caught in adultery. See, that's mercy. You understand what I'm saying? He said, listen, they are right. Go your way, woman, and sin no more. So if they do it again, the judgment of the Most High is supposed to range down on them. That's the difference. That's the only difference between the Torah and the Septuagint is mercy. The mercy of a Mashiach. That's it.
Get a chance to get it right.
When you say the Septuagint, good brother, you're referring to the Old Testament?
No, that's the Greek word. No, the Torah is the Old Testament. The Septuagint is what they refer to as the New Testament. The word Septuagint is a Greek word that means 70. That's our forefathers when they was in captivity under the Greco-Roman Empire. They wrote the scriptures in Greek that the modern world called the New Testament. I don't really like using the word New Testament. I'll use it sometime so people can understand, but there's no such thing as the Old Testament or the New Testament because the laws of the Most High is never outdated. I can the words of the Most High. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
appreciate it.
Some of the Old Testament. That's what the Christians say. Oh, that's the Old Testament. We don't have to follow that anymore. We're in the grace. And the first thing Hamashiach said is the man, when the rich man came to him, said, how can I enter the kingdom? He said to keep the law. Then he started reciting to him the 10 Commandments. Let you know the laws are not done away with. That's Christianity on drugs. That's all that is. Let's go to Exodus 31 and 12 through 18, man. Exodus 31 and 12 through 18.
You said he came to fulfill the law.
12 through 18, right? The book of Shemot, Exodus, chapter 31, verses 12. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, speak thou also unto the children of Yasha Allah, saying, verily, my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahuwah, that doeth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Shabbat, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Shabbat of rest, holy unto Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth any work in the Shabbat day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Yasha Allah shall keep the Shabbat to observe the Shabbat throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. it is a sign between me and the children of Yasha Allah forever. For in 6 days Yahuwah made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of Yahuwah.
Come. You see that? This was given to Moshe. You see that? See, when people, I'm gonna tell you, man, certain questions that these people come with is just like the good brother Benaiah said, it's designed to scoff, man. They're scoffers. You understand? Because I right now to this moment, man, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell that was about last night. That thing, trial. What the hell was that about, man? That's an fast spirit right there, man. That's coming with demons, man. I'll tell you straight. That's coming with demons. From there, let's go to the book of Hebrews, man. Let's go to Hebrews 4, verse 1 through 10. Hebrews 4 and 1 through 10. I'm thinking, yo, okay, so the brother's gonna come in, you know what I mean? Maybe the spirit of the Most High got on. He coming in to, open rebuke, right? Nah, man. Some damn what the hell? Even Kadar said shalom, shalom, General Yashabin. And so, if it was a mistake, obviously you would have put something in the chat room or something at the time, right? But nothing. I'm like, okay, let's see where this is going, man. This is semantics right here.
I don't know what
You already got to face our moment of truth, man. Believe that.
I got the precept up. The book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering unto his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith.
And this is what's happening to a lot of these people today, man. The word preached is not profiting these people. I mean, they don't have faith in nothing. They just hear, for show, man. They like putting on their fancy garments. Nothing but modern day Pharisees. Like putting on their fancy garments and all of that, but the word preached to them, that it's not profiting them nothing. Because they still doing wickedness. They still off. They still got off spirits. Go ahead,
Not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. For we which have believed do enter into rest, as he said.
You see that? So we that believe, we enter into rest, as he says. This is talking about the Shabbat right here. Huh? Go ahead.
As I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world.
Come on.
For he spake in a certain place of the 7th day on the wise.
See that?
And Yahuwah did rest the 7th day from all his works. And in this place again, if they shall enter.
Stop for a second. Stop for a second. Now, Stefan, let me ask you, when you work out, are you working?
Not at all. I'm actually blessing my temple.
Blow your body up or something. Your body is the temple of the Most High. You take care of that temple and you keep it holy. You're still reading precepts. You're still studying. You're still leading your family. I'm telling you, these scoffers, man, they come in the wrong spirit, huh? They're just like for every Yahusha, there has to be a Judas. You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying, Stefan? You hear what I said to you? For every Yahusha, there has to be a Judas that'll sell you out, man. Then go and hang himself because he can't face the occupant.
Come
on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me start back on verse 4. For he spake in a certain place of the 7th day on the wise, and Yahuwah did rest the 7th day from all his works. And in this place again, if they shall enter into my rest, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached entered not in because of unbelief. Again, he limiteth a certain day, saying, David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. For if Yahusha had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day? There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of Yahuwah. For he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own works, as Yahuwah did from his. Of Yahuwah. Verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. For the word of Yahuwah is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing.
And this is what happened. That word be cutting their spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, Stefan. I used to go out and teach a lot, man. When you out on those streets teaching, all kind of spirits come out. And so I remember once this woman said, "Why you got to use that Bible to explain it? Why can't you just explain it to me in your own words?" I said, "I'm gonna use a Bible because that word be cutting the spirit." You see what I'm saying? He can say one thing to you, but when you say it with that Bible, man, that word cuts, man, like a double-edged sword, man, all the way down to the bone mark. You hear what I said to you, all the way down to the bone mark.
Verse 12. For the word of Yahuwah is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
See, and it cut their spirit. They spirit get cut up. That's why they can't hear me. If you in the right spirit, what the scriptures say, man, a righteous man love rebuke. But the scorners, they hate that thing, man. Righteous man love rebuke. He's gonna fall 7 times and get back up. And then say nothing about the wicked man getting back up. He's gonna fall down in Hades, and he's gonna stay in Hades and keep trying to justify his wrongdoing. Deceptive intelligence.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and opened unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Seeing then that we have a great high priest, that is passed into the heavens, Yahusha, the son of Yahuwah, let us hold fast our profession, for we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
From there, let's get Genesis 2 and 2. 2 verse 2 to 3. Bereshit, some of you might call it the Greek word Genesis. By the way, Stefan, the word Genesis is a Greek word. It's not even supposed to be in the Bible, especially in the so-called Old Testaments, the Torah, because at that time, our people were still, speaking of fluent Hebrew, the Hebrew. That's how Esau tricks you, man. Keeps you duped up. He put the word Genesis there. The word is Bereshit.
Bereshit, chapter 2, verse 2. And on the 7th day, God ended his work which he had made. Yahuwah ended his work which he had made. And he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made.
So the rest of the Most High is set for us as an example of how the creatures that he created is supposed to live their lives. You're supposed to emulate him. If he rested, you rest. You cease from your work. He building all this stuff, man. Now he rested. Keep it Kadash, keep it holy. From there, let's go back to Hebrews. Let's go back to Hebrews, the 4th chapter. Let's read verse 1 through. Did we read? What was that?
11 from 11 to 16. I mean,
come on, let's get Hebrews 4, 1 through 10.
Come on. The book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 1. Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them.
Come, we read that. We read that, right? Come. Yeah. We read that. So the rest that the Most High did is a spiritual rest. He didn't rest because he was tired. It was a spiritual rest. From there, let's get the book of Hebrews 10, 1 through 14.
Hebrews 10, verse 1. For the law, having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never with those sacrifices which they offered year by year continually make the comers thereunto perfect. For then would they not have ceased to be offered, because that the worshippers once purged should have had no more conscience of sins. But in those sacrifices there is a remembrance again made of sins every year. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, Sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. In burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin thou hast had no pleasure.
So this is the only law of the Torah that was done away with. This is talking about, because someone asked this last night, this is talking about the law of animal sacrifice. It was Didir. He said, so we don't have to do the animal sacrifices anymore. Right here is telling us, because people, what Israelites would do, they would go to the altar, they would offer an animal as sacrifice, and they would go and sin again. It's just like water baptism. They would go and get baptized, then they would go and sin again. So the Most High said, listen, I don't want your animal sacrifices. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So when Mashiach came, he became the ultimate human sacrifice. So the sacrifice was actually done away with after that. It's obey me. Obedience is better than sacrifice. That's what he told Samuel.
Come on. This is heavy right here.
Go ahead.
Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of this book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Yahuwah. Above, when he said, sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offering for sin thou wouldest not, neither hadst pleasure therein, which are offered by the law. Then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, O Yahuwah. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second, by the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Yahushua Christ once for all. And every priest standeth daily ministering and offering oftentimes the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of Yahuwah. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. For by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. Whereof the Holy Ghost also is a witness to us. For after that he had said before, this is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith the Most High Yahuwah. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds will I write them. And their sins and iniquities will I remember no more. Now where remission of these is, there is no more offering for sin. Having there,
Con, I want to clear something else up because a lot of people, these people in the wrong spirits, they'll probably say the Most High rest because he was tired. Wait. See, that's the devil's mind working. Well, why did he rest if he wasn't tired? See, that's the spirit of Shaitan right there. The Most High is omnipotent. Let's go back to Genesis 2 and 2. Let's go back to Genesis 2 and 2. Well, if he wasn't tired, Tazadat, why did he rest?
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of Bereshit, some of y'all might call it Genesis, chapter 2, verse 2. And on the seventh day, Yahuwah ended his work, which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had made.
Come. So the Negro is a strange creature. You hear what I said to you, Stefan? The Negro is a strange creature. He would say that and say the Most High rests because he was tired. Even though the scriptures don't say that. It didn't say he had to rest. It says he rests. He was done. From there, let's go to Genesis 17, verse 1. Bereshit 17, verse 1. Like the good brothers say, some of you might call it Genesis.
The book of Bereshit, chapter 17, verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahuwah appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty Supreme.
Okay, he's the what? Hold on. He's the what? That's what I want.
Almighty.
I am the Almighty. The Almighty. Does the Almighty have to rest, Stefan? No. He's the Almighty. From there, let's go to Telahim. Psalms 147, verse 5. And we're going to beat this thing into the head until we get Satan out of here, man. We don't need that vibration around us. Telahim 147 and 5. Psalms 147 and 5.
Book of Telahim, Psalms, chapter 147, verse 5. Great is Yahuwah, and of great power. Mm-hmm. His understanding is infinite.
Infinite. See that? He doesn't need any rest. Let's get Yeshaya 45. He didn't rest because he was tired. Actually, Yeshaya 40, verse 28, I think it is. Isaiah 40, verse 28. He doesn't need any rest. He didn't rest because he was tired. He rested because he wanted to. And he wanted to make that day Kadash, holy, set apart.
The book of Yeshaya, chapter 40, verse 28. Did you not know? Have you not heard? The everlasting Allaham Yahuwah, the creator of the ends of the Eretz, neither faints nor is weary.
So he's never tired. Neither faints or is worried. He's never tired and he never worries about anything. To those of you that can't interpret that. He faints and he's never tired and he's never worried about any problems.
His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint, and to those who have no might, he increases strength.
Let's go to Genesis 1, verse 1 through 3. When he say, let there be light, boom, it was. And he willed it into existence.
Genesis 1, verse 3. And God said, let there be light. and there was light.
That's his power right there. Go ahead, read.
And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness.
Look at that, man. That's his power, man. He doesn't need any rest. Let me see you trying to create some light.
Now,
The Negro's so stupid, he'll probably go out there and think he can create light, even though it's already into existence. The Negro's a strange creature, boy.
Negro gonna open the shade on the window.
Turn on a flashlight.
From there, let's go to Hebrews 1 verse 3. Hebrews 1 verse 3. But that Negro, he's something else.
Come. The book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 3. Who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high.
Come. Now, how many of you, and Stefan, you got millions of people talking to you up. You can hear all that? Think about that. You know, these prayers can't come. Come on, man. You're going to have to hire a council of thousands, right? You got all of these people. Think about it. Everybody getting on their knees. They praying to the same power, whether they realize it or not. Some of them invoke, unless you're invoking one of these evil spirits. How you going to hear all of these? You ever think about that?
Come on.
He didn't need no help with that, man. But that's a hell of a power right there. You got two people talking to you at once. Oh, hold on. I can't hear what he's saying. Concentrate. And you got all of these prayers coming at you at once, man. You got millions of prayers coming to you, and he hearing all of them. That's his power. A power like that doesn't need no rest. Why do you think it's called Allahayim? The power, Allaham, meaning power. That's what it means. Allah, power. Allaham, the powers. You see what I'm saying? Stefan? Allah means power. That's not his name. The Muslims are off with that. They call it, oh, Allah is God. No, it's not. The word Allah just simply means power. This is why sometimes they say the Most High got power.
Come on.
There's no power that's equivalent to him, not even equal. He said, I searched the guys of the nations, and none of them could stand with him. None of them.
Salakia, what does Al Shaddai mean?
El Shaddai?
Yeah, Al Shaddai. A-L, and then...
Yeah, I seen that. I wrote that in, I can't remember. Let me look that up, man. That sounds like a mixture of modern Hebrew and ancient Paleo Hebrew, man.
This is spelling Al Shadi. S-H-A-D-I.
Con D to double D, yeah.
So what they done there, Jaidir, is they mixed up Paleo Hebrew with modern Hebrew. That word shouldn't say Al Shaddai. It should say It should have, remember the word El is simply as a modern transliteration for the word Yah. You see what I'm saying? So when they're saying El Shaddai, it's saying really God Almighty in the English transliteration. But the word here shouldn't be Yah. That's the Babylonian. When we went into Babylon, we came out, we wasn't speaking the Paleo anymore. That's when we started speaking the modern Hebrew that they call Aramaic. So that word El is Aramaic. Instead of Yah, they started saying El.
Because there was no E in Paleo.
Right. But a lot of those writers, when they write this stuff, they still put that L there. But when you really listen to the history, that's 8th century because when we went into the Babylonian captivity, when we came out around the Syrians, the priest said, listen, these heathens are using the name of the Most High. That's when they came out with the Tetragrammaton. So they didn't want anyone to know the name of the Most High anymore. So they started using different so-called, I guess, phrases for that. So one of them happened to be that word El.
Con.
In the English transliteration means God. But when you take it back, you'll see it really means Yah. Yah. They changed it to El. This is where a lot of these people of some of these other sects, you'll hear them say El. They basically they send the Most High, but the El Shaddai means God Almighty in the English transliteration.
Appreciate that. Makes much more sense.
Yeah, this baby Judah saying Arabic and Hebrew name. It's not Arabic and Hebrew. It's not Arabic and Hebrew. Some of the Greek words are pronounced in Arabic, right? Like Allah. The word Allah just simply means power. That's all that means. That's not no name. It's not a name. The Ibrit was around before the Arabic. Arabic is in cahoots with that Syriac. Yeah, if some, you see what he put in the room, something was wrong with his mic. If something was wrong with his mic, man, how in the hell that sound was coming from it like that? Instead of just putting it in the room. Yeah, come on, man. Let's just keep it real. If that was the case, you would put something in the room and say something about that, man. If you coming in the right spirit, man. Need some off-fast spirits, man. For real, man. Some off spirits, man. And some of these questions, man, I know that these questions is triggered to create controversy. See right through these dudes, man. Real transparent. It's triggered to create controversy. But the only thing's going to happen, you get confounded.
Huh.
I mean, I just want to interlude briefly. I myself know if I'm in a position where all my brothers are expecting me to say something, you know, I know I'm in that position. Many brothers are open and relying on them to say something, move properly in the spirit, set proper example. It doesn't make sense. You know? The issue at hand was not what Joe Moore was asking for clarification. No disrespect to brother Joe Moore at all. But, you know, I believe a lot of brothers were expecting to hear something other than foolishness by, you know, way of playing around with the computer.
I don't know what that was. Only the Most High and that individual know. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure. You could have just simply put it in the text room if such was the case. That would have been the thing that I would have done. Instead, everyone there in silent, the brother Kadar was like, yo, hey, shalom, General Yasha, be nothing. Text in the room or something, man. Text his other stuff. Joe Moore got a question. Let's get the book of Proverbs 19 and 29. But most I got something for the scoffers, man. Most I got something from the scoffers, man.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 29. Judgments are in store for scoffers. And
so punishment is for these damn scoffers. The Most High got something for the scoffers. Got.
And beatings for the backs of fools.
From there, let's get Proverbs 18, 6 through 7. Most High got something for these scoffers. Because they coming with folly, man. Most High don't deal with folly.
The book of Proverbs.
Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead, bro.
Book of Proverbs. A fool's 18, 6 through 7. A fool's lips enter into contention.
Bring strife. A fool's lips is going to bring strife. You see what I'm saying? They're not coming in the right spirit. When they say something, is designed, like the good brother Benai said earlier, to bring strife. So they asking questions, but not to learn, but to cause strife. Go ahead, read.
Come, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is
his
his
mouth, what?
destruction,
Come on.
and his lips are the snare of his soul.
See that?
Mm.
When it comes out of his mouth, that means it's going to cost him his soul. It's going to cost him his soul. For them, let's go to Proverbs 26, 3 through 5. The Most High got something for these scoffers, man. Pretending you coming in the Ruach HaKadosh, the set apart spirit, but you coming in the spirit of high Shaitan.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 3. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back. Answer not a fool according to his folly.
Now, Stefan, you wonder why. You said, man, you got a lot of patience. That precept right there.
God.
When someone's coming at me with nonsense and trying to get me to argue, I don't participate. Because I don't answer a fool according to his folly. Because I already know they come in the spirit of folly. So if I participate in that, I'm a fool too. I must be a fool for arguing with a fool. You understand what I'm talking about?
Come.
You already said it.
That's where they get that from. That it's like an idiot that's saying you can't win at a fool's game because he knows how to be a fool.
Come on.
He's gonna bring you down. It's just precepts, really.
Look what the rest of the verse say. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him.
Now you're gonna make you a fool. So Stefan said, yo, you got a lot of patience. Right there. Can't answer fool. I'm not gonna let him put that spirit on me, man. When someone texts me in the wrong spirit, I say, listen, you come with demons. You know what they've said? They're trying to reverse it. You're calling good evil. Now you're wicked as hell. Get your wicked ass from around me, man. I'm not gonna entertain that spirit. See, they're trying to tap dance. They're trying to switch it up on you if you allow it. But you gotta stay in the spirit, man. The Most High, listen, man, the Most High gave this to certain men, man, to teach this word, man. And we're going to teach hard. The Most High gave it, and you could tell, man, the men that the Most, because they, you know what I mean, they're going to try and bring peace to something. But at some point, man, you got to execute that 1 Timothy 5 and 20. You don't want to do right. He that sin exposed before all, so that nobody else in the body would do it. So they don't affect the rest of the body. Let's go to Yeshaya 28 and 22.
Let me finish these out. Finish these. I got two more verses.
All right.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit.
Come on. So this, and sometimes, Jake, man, stop arguing with these damn Eves. She got the spirit of a fool. You can't win that argument.
Come on.
Let them think what they want. Oh, you've been calling so and so. You said you got one word to her. I'm not going to entertain that. Why you don't want to answer? The fool's trying to lure you in. You get into the argument, you're a fool too, because you answer the fool according to that folly.
Straight up.
Unless you got two witnesses, start using scriptures, man. If you use scriptures, you can't go wrong. Unless you got two witnesses, don't talk to me. Scripture say in the mouth of 1 or 2 witnesses, man, shall the proof be established. Not for her emotions. You understand?
Huh.
The book of Yeshaya, chapter 28, verse 2.
Salaki, there's one more to finish, and then
Oh, Salaki.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 6. He that sendeth a message by the hand of a fool cutteth off the feet and drinketh the damage.
Come on.
Because by the time that message get there, that whole message is gonna be transcomposed.
Book of Yeshaya, chapter 28, verse 2. See, Yahuwah has one who is mighty and strong, like a downpour of hail and a destroying storm, like a flood of mighty waters overflowing.
What precept is that?
Yeshaya 28, verse 2.
No, 22. 28 and 22.
Yeah. The book of Yeshaya, chapter 28, verse 22. And now, do not be scoffers,
Yeah, don't be scoffers. See, scoffers, they always trying to, make some. You know what I mean? I tell you what a scoffer does. A scoffer will go behind your back and say things to others and try and make you look bad. A scoffer in the body would try and communicate with others and leave you out of the mist. That's a damn scoffer, man. That's a scoffer. That causes folly. Go ahead, read.
And now, do not be scoffers, lest your bonds be made strong. For I have heard from the Master Yahuwah Sabaoth a destruction decreed upon all the Arets. Give ear and hear my voice. Listen and hear my word. Does the plowman keep plowing all day to sow? Does he keep turning his soil and breaking the clods? When he has leveled its surface, does he not sow the caraway and scatter the cumin? Plant the wheat in rows, the barley in the appointed place, and the spelt in its place. For he instructs him for right ruling, his Alahim teaches him. For caraway is not threshed with a threshing sledge, nor is a wagon wheel rolled over cumin, but caraway is beaten out with a stick and cumin with a rod. Grain is crushed, so one does not go on threshing it forever, nor break it with his wagon wheel, nor crush it with his horsemen. Even this has come from Yahuwah Sabaoth, who did wonders in counsel, who made wisdom great.
Come. Shalom, Yusuf. Say less. You Akim got any precepts, man, to bring up? I don't see. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how anyone could say that this is being made up, right? Just go back and look at the core, man. Look at the comments in the core. Look at the room in the comment section. Someone brought it to my attention. That's what inspired me to do this core. The noise, you know what I mean? That's unjustifiable, man. At least say something. Hey, something's going on with my mic. You send this to us now? Come on, man. That spirit's off as hell, man.
I don't know what that was. I thought that was from YouTube or something.
I didn't know what it was until you guys told me it was coming from Yashabi.
I'm just going to say something off of experience. When I was young and I knew I was guilty of something, or I had something to fess up, the longer it took, the harder it became. You see what I'm saying? So I don't get why someone wouldn't stay where there's more strength and get things cured quickly instead of continue to let negative things infest you. You gotta let them go. You get what I'm saying? Just life lessons.
I'm going to tell you guys something, man, that I learned over the years since Stefan is speaking on that about scoffers and fake friends. You better take heed to this, man. They're two-faced. What I mean by that, they smile and laugh with you, but they slander you behind your back. They want to know your information and secrets so they could gossip to others. Sometimes they even want to be you. They always gossip about their other friends.
Come on.
When you're alone with each other, it's never a problem. But when others are around, they constantly trying to make you look bad. They're constantly trying to make you look bad. They always belittle you, your talents, your accomplishments. They'll make fun of you. They do it in a joking manner, but they really mean it. See, everything is always in competition to them because they want to be you. They envy you. And an envious person will kill you, man. They purposely give you bad advice so you don't succeed and surpass them in something. You ask them, oh, where you get that from? Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead and grab some for you. They don't want to tell you to think you're going to exceed them.
Mm.
When they're around others, they act like they don't know you. Oh, yeah, you're my buddy. My buddy. Yo, hold on. I thought we was in the truth. The hell you mean, buddy? How come you ain't saying my brother? What the hell you mean, buddy? Who does that?
Buddy. We don't use that word, man. Buddy.
They're not there when you need them in times of hardship. Never build you up. And they close their mouth at the wrong times. You see what I'm saying? Last night was a time to open your mouth if that was a mistake. You understand what I just said to you, Stefan?
Come on.
They close their mouth at the wrong times. And then that fake friend will let you go down the wrong path and allow you to make mistakes. So when we give someone rebuke, we're giving them love. Even if they don't understand it, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something, right? There's a lot of men. I call these people fake alphas, right? There's a lot of men that was not properly hugged in their youth and in their infancy. There's a lot of men that was raised by women. And they're fake alphas. They're always trying to exhibit this force. But inside, those men are scared, weak, messed up little damn boys that never properly learned how to be men. So they don't know the times that they're supposed to exercise their loving and kindness and show some, remorse and show that, they could actually be loving to even their own, family members, because they're fake alphas. They always present this persona like they're the tough guy because they haven't been taught how to be real men. So they harbor all of this up inside and they go around and they present this fake persona their entire life. And they would meet a real man, they don't know how to deal with him. Because those kind of people, they needed to be hugged. They needed to be loved. And what I learned about those kind of people, you can't really rebuke them because what they mostly need is what they haven't gotten the entire life is love. Love from a real man. I ain't talking about no funny stuff, right? I'm talking about these people haven't been properly hugged, man. Haven't been properly cared for. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to grow from it because they got this fake alpha persona that they have to carry around. And so they never get over the things that they should. They mistreat women. These kind of men are generally abusive. They compete with women. I mean, come on, that's feminine energy, man. You arguing with a broad over little things. Let's get the book of Matthew. I got to go pretty soon for this webinar. Matthew 7:16. Most High said you could, Yahushua say you could identify these fake friends by their fruit, by what they do, meaning the things they do.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
So
But
you'll know these fake friends by their fruit. Proverbs 20 and 11. You know a person by their actions, man. It's not what they say, it's what they do. It's not what they say, it's what they do.
Come on. The book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 11. Even a child is known by his deeds, whether his work is clear and right. The hearing.
That's it on that. That's all we need. I'm just trying to show you these fake people. You got to pay attention, man. This is what the scriptures say, to try every spirit. Believe not every spirit, but try that spirit. I got one more precept, man. Because some of these fake, listen, no, I never thought she would do that. I never thought. They got you all deceived because you're not trying the spirit. I sit back, then when everything manifests itself, then you bring it out. Damn, you shocked. You got fluid. Just get back over the floor. Don't be surprised. Let's get Telahim 55 and 21. Psalms 55 and 21. Because they talk real slick, real smooth. Stefan. Like, nah, oh yeah. Admire this. Wow. That brother's hard in the truth. That brother's hard. He's not in the truth. He's in his truth. In his truth. She's in her truth. She's not in the truth.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
You see that?
His words.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that stuff?
Words in his mouth were smoother than butter.
To David, the word in his mouth was slicker than oil, slicker than butter. But war. He was contemplating destroying you, Stefan. He wants to be where you are. You understand what I'm saying to you, man? But war was in his heart. Okay, you finished that out?
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
See that? You hear that? You better take heed to that, man. You better take heed to what David just said there. They blind you with their mouth, man. You watch their actions, man. Come. That's what it is, man. If I'm doing wrong, man, and someone call me out, I'm gonna eat that. You know what? I'm good. I ain't got, you're not no fake alpha chip on my shoulder that I need. Yo, that's good, man. I'm growing from that. Appreciate it. I come back and tell you, man, I appreciate that. Stefan, has my rhyme style improved?
You sure? You definitely. You sure?
Are you doing, poetry? Or are you rapping? It's okay. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, brother. I didn't tell you. I'm going back to the lab, man. I'm going back to the lab. I'm redoing everything. I'm going to show him what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to show him what I'm doing. I ain't saying nothing. I say, oh, man, I thought you was cool, man. How you saying that to me? I didn't run. I said, I'm going to the damn lab. I'm going to show him what I'm doing. I'm going to let him figure it out.
And it was hard for me because I want to be honest, because I want you to succeed. I want to see more righteousness, and in order for that to happen, you got to succeed. So your stuff has to be its best. So if I hold back my opinion, then I'm not being true.
Come on, that's real right there. I respect that. That's I respect what the brothers say. I'm getting feedback. I could grow. You understand what I'm saying? I could grow from that. Let's get Proverbs 28 and 1, but I'll show you what the fake alphas do. They will run. Now I don't want to be around, because they don't want to be around people that's going to make them feel uncomfortable. We have, in this society, has been taught to be around people that make us feel comfortable. We don't want the righteous rebuke.
No.
Because we are so wishy-washy and we can't handle it. We want to come off like the guys in the gym, man. These fake athletes, they all buffed up. Man, a lot of them are into the alternative stuff, man. That's a fake persona, man. A lot of these dudes are ruled by their women, man.
Facts.
Gone.
Your mind's not in the right place. If you let a woman rule you, man, a man was created for his purpose, man. That's above everything. And a woman to get you, man. So your job is more important to you than me, man. Don't even play into that nonsense. Are you with me or are you against me? Don't even entertain that question. Are you with me or you against me? If you're with me, you better start acting like it, because you're about to be out of here like last shit. Pick a BC day because of history. Boom, she's gone. Next, from the ex girl to the next girl, man. That's my mentality, man. She don't want to get it right. The next one might. She don't get it right. You keep going, man. I'm just keeping it around, man, all the way a mil.
I like that one. I like that one. She don't get it right. The next one might.
That's a bar.
God.
But it's true, though.
I'm gonna make that shirt, brother. God.
But it's true. You understand what I'm saying? Because these thieves, man, most of them just cause you a lot of contention, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
A lot of contention.
They don't seek to be a helpmeet. They seek to be a hindrance, really.
No, they want to work on their future. I want to work on my career. And I would say my year. Okay, my dear, you work on your career over there. I'm gonna replace you. I'm gonna tell you something about that slogan, There hasn't been one guy that I know that helped a woman come up and she didn't leave his ass when she got her career established.
Salakia, let me give you a prime example of somebody who was good. Shaquille O'Neal's wife. She didn't have enough. Huh?
Oh, shiny, huh?
Think it won't happen to the regular simp? Man.
Come on, man.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 1. The wrong shall flee, though no one pursues.
The wicked flee when no man pursueth, God.
But the just are as bold as a lion.
I'm gonna just eat that, man. So okay. Stefan, what you say to me, Stefan? He said, yeah. I want to tell you one more thing before you go. Are you doing poetry or you rhyming? Because I can't tell it through the song. So, all right. So okay, I see. Yeah, some of them might be doing poetry, some of them might be rhyming. Because remember, Kadar, the agreement was that we do it in a poetic style, so everyone can hear it.
And we
you told them, I remember when we was at the studio, said you don't play a beat when the Khan's rapping. We want people to hear what he's saying.
hear what he's saying. Take the bass out.
Talking it more like a poetic style. So okay. Some people like it, some people don't. So yeah, I'm gonna rap it, man. I'm gonna go back and redo it one. I'm gonna rap it. You gonna know what I'm doing. Here, Stefan, listen to that.
And that was the purpose behind the song we released. Our style is poetry.
Khan.
Yep.
That's why we wrote that song. They were saying that. You wasn't the only one that said that, Stefan. Killer Priest said it. When we were at his show. Oh yeah, it's the last poets. But that's what they think. They're trying to limit us to that, man. Okay, I got you. Let me go back to the lab, man. I'm going back to the lab. I'll see you in a minute. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I just came back. Boom, Stefan, you hear that joint? He said, yeah, you improved it. She's getting better, man. I was at the studio the other day. Yeah, Kadar, the guy said, damn, man, you really improved that, man. Damn. I mean, that's a lot better, man. Like the engineer was saying that. Style first. I'm just rapping it now, man. I'm just counting the beat. I'm counting the bars. It's easy.
I knew you had found that niche when you dropped that "Who's on My Side" because that's different. And you could hear the cadences in there. I'm like, oh yeah, he there. He gone. He gone with it now.
That's gonna make your whole production too easier, because if you have to shift, let's say, open files from one man to the next, you know you got 16 bars. That man got 16 bars, or that man got 8 bars. It makes it so much simpler. You feel what I'm saying?
Come. But you know what? A lot of these people that saying they're engineers are not engineers because they don't even know how to structure the song. The song's not structured like that. Usually there's about 3 verses, right? A lot of those songs weren't structured like that, and they don't even count the bars. They don't even know how to count the bars, man. I was teaching some of the engineers and their so-called engineers how to count the bars and telling them, like the other day, the guy was asking me, where does the beat come in? Come on, man. I mean, where does the hook come in? I said, as soon as the beat drop, man, that's why I need his hook late. He couldn't keep getting, I should put the hook right there, man.
Yeah. That's how dude in Cali was. If the first thing that you say to us is where do I drop the beat or where do I put the hook in? That's a bad.
You talking about Carl, but now you.
That doesn't sound too good. Yeah, Carl.
That Edomite.
I knew it was an Edomite.
Come on, man. Well, got a lot of experience though from these things. It's nothing else, man. Learned a lot. You know what I mean? But I'm about to sound off, man. I got to start this webinar, so I got to get downstairs. So we're gonna say Shabbat Shalom, man. Remember the Shabbat and keep it holy. Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.